Hello everybody, Symbiotic Das here, today to play a brand new game, or at least I think it's new, I don't know. I found it on the Google Play Store today, and I thought it looked awesome, so I figured I'd try it out. So this is Animation Throwdown, and if past me would stop turning down the volume, there we go. Animation Throwdown. And also that time it wasn't actually me, and it's just my phone's kind of laggy at times when it's processing things. So yeah, let's try this game. I'm probably not gonna read the dialogue. Like sometimes I'll stay on the dialogue for a little while. That's probably because I was either doing something else at the moment or trying to read it, but like my phone screen's kind of small, so it's hard to see. But yeah. So this game is pretty cool. I like how I like it. You see, I like basically all of these shows except for Bob's Burgers. I'm not a big fan of that one. And I'm not exactly a fan of King of the Hill. I'm just not, I'm not against it, not for it. Haven't watched enough to get into it. But Family Guy and American Dad, those shows are awesome. So, of course, I chose Brian to be my character, my avatar. Too bad I couldn't have, a Stewie, because Stewie's awesome. But, so yeah, this game is set some kind of dimensional rift between Family Guy, King of the Hill, American Dad, and Bob's Burgers. Oh, and Futurama. Almost forgot that. But yeah, for some reason, well, I'm sure it's supposed to be this way, but my deck later on, I get just so many Chris's, in my hand, that, eventually I end up having, 3 Chris's at once in my, being played. So yeah, how this game works is, I'll explain it if you don't feel like reading. So, you put a card down, and it's a card battler, okay? So you put that card down, and, they put a card down, and basically you want to destroy their card, and when you do, you'll hit them. And also, something I figured out a little bit after this fight was, if you put a card, if you have, actually right here, if I'll put Chris down, come on, put Chris down. It won't do it yet because I just placed him, so it won't do anything. But you'll notice in the next round, uh, if I don't instantly one-shot the beer. But, so, and I don't just love that skin. But anyways, if no one was able to block Chris's card from hitting Peter, so it instantly hit Peter. So you don't want to destroy, I guess you can destroy his deck, but it's quicker to actually hit him by placing cards that aren't opposed or just getting really powerful cards to kill everything. And yeah, so for me, if you know me, then I'm not the biggest fan of card games. I don't usually play them, but this is different. I like it mainly because it has Family Guy and American Dad in it, but still. And yeah, this recording, it's 20 minutes long, which I don't mind, but this killed the memory on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete. I'm definitely gonna have to delete this or make it shorter or something to make that way it will. Or I guess I can just put it on my SD card. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If you. Oh yeah, and so I got Quagmire, so of course I'm gonna put down Quagmire. I mean, Quagmire's awesome. And I get something pretty cool. Wait, why is Bobby legendary? But anyways, I get something pretty cool for Quagmire. Well, cool. You see, my friends, a lot of them are more of the goody kid, the good kid type. So they wouldn't appreciate jokes this game has, but I really don't care. So yeah, but this game is pretty awesome. And also, I don't get why Bobby's a legendary because, you think about it, I would think that the legendaries would be Peter, Bob, Hank Hill, Stan, and, I think that would be, the leaders of the show, essentially, the mascot. Well, I guess the show's entire families are generally mascot, but Well, no, because in King of the Hill, most promotional stuff has Hank Hill on it, but I don't know. I just think the most important character should be the legendary, and yeah. But yeah, it takes me forever to draw anything but Lois and Chris as attack cards, and I don't know why. I guess the Chris and the Lois is strong in this one. But yeah, this game, so far, it's pretty easy, but again, I just started it, and playing it now, this is my first time playing the game, and sure, I do post commentary, but, like, I like the game. It's pretty cool. You're seeing you're generally, my first reaction to the game was, this is awesome, I want to keep playing it, type of thing. So, yeah. And hey, I actually have more than one game on my phone now. I have a total of 3: Death Run, Prop Hunt, and this, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I really do enjoy this game. It's cool. But yeah, Animation Throwdown. And yeah, I've got, like, now, after recording this, I got some more cards. Well, one or two. But I only applied one to my deck. And I like this. I like this a lot. Later, I get a card called Paintball with Guns, like real guns. And it's funny, it shows Chris hiding behind, or not Chris, it shows Peter hiding behind something with like a pistol. And I think it's like Quagmire holding a pistol looking for Peter. It's funny. But again, I'm friends with a lot of the good kid types, so they wouldn't really appreciate that joke, but I really don't care because I appreciate it. And I'm playing the game, so yeah. And besides, most of them don't even watch my videos, so yeah. Also, I totally got that 20 big bucks right from him after this battle. I just like to say I stole that guy's card. Also, yeah, they give you a ton of sports, school, and land vehicle as in your starting deck. And I like Chris. The different things, like when you, and later I get a card called Drugs, and it applies to a lot of the characters. But yeah, I like what Chris gets. Like, there's Condom Chris, and then there's Bus Driver that parents don't trust as his land vehicle combo card, which I don't know if we've seen yet. I'm not actually paying that much attention to the video. I'm more focusing on commentary. And what are those coins called? I didn't bother to check. Can someone please tell me if they know? But yeah, I don't know what it's from. The face looks familiar, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I totally stole that guy. I totally stole his 20 big bucks. Stan Smith is going down. Also, I don't have any American Dad cards. Yeah, I kind of want Steve or Haley. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have been Roger and then gotten an American Dad deck, but why do you have that when I can have Brian? And then I can get Quagmire. Quagmire's awesome. I think this is the battle where I get like 3 Chris's in my hand, and then I have like 3 Chris's on the field, and then like 2 in my hand. It's crazy how many Chris's they send out. And I later I got that Roger's spaceship card, but I didn't get it from this battle. I actually got it from the card packs, which you'll see a little bit later. But yeah, so it starts giving me a bunch of Chris's, and yeah, I like Bullock. He's obviously based off Patrick Stewart, and he's voiced by Patrick Stewart too. So, but he's modeled and voiced after. I already said that. I'm repeating myself, guys. Can you believe that? 10 minutes in, and I'm already repeating myself. Okay, so there's Chris number 2. I think this is the battle where I end up having like 3 Chris's on my team. And yeah, or is this one it? Because Boxing Lois seems to be taking out Stan pretty quickly. But yeah, I can probably say Chrisception, although battle's over. Okay, yeah, so I think I had like 1 Chris left in my hand, but probably not. Basically, I have a lot of Chris's. And yeah, that's alright, because Chris has some of my favorite skins. I should probably check out Lois's drug skin, but I don't know. Stan. He is gone. what is that propane from? Oh, wait, yeah, it's probably from King of the Hill, isn't it? Since, King of the Hill, Hank Hill does propane and stuff. Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I wonder where the Simpsons are in all of this. Like, seriously. I mean, Family Guy and the Simpsons have crossed over before. Why not again? Actually, Family Guy and Simpsons, like, they reference each other a lot. And then there was that one episode where they, like, Peter and the gang go to Springfield. Like, the Simpsons Springfield. And yeah, that was a pretty cool episode. That was probably one of my favorites. Wait, was that wheelchair cat lottery winnings? I think in that episode they won a little bit more than just a wheelchair of cash. Also, is that Joe's wheelchair? Where's Joe? I need a Joe card, guys. I'm missing Joe. Oh, and now there's Loisception. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if the Hank Hill battle was passed, but I meant to say, like, during the Hank Hill battle, I was intending on making a, hey, Hank Hill's playing with himself joke. But I don't know if I missed the battle or not. But yeah, Hank Hill, like, played himself, like, his own card. And yeah, I don't have a Brian card, I don't think, so I wonder if there is no Brian card or something. But yeah, I wish Stewie could be my character, because Stewie's awesome. Or Quagmire. Yeah, and I had forgotten I'd already seen Chris's costume. So I didn't quite know that, and then later I do see Meg's costume, but that's like towards the end of the video. And I'm pretty sure soon I get the Quagmire alternate, like the thing I said my friends wouldn't appreciate the joke to. But yeah. So 50 coins. I'm just gonna call them coins because I cannot remember that guy's name. But yeah, I guarantee you I'm gonna tell a lot of my friends about, like, to watch this video, and they're gonna be like, no. I'm like, well, fine then. But yeah, I think soon's the one where, okay, yeah, so I can make the joke. For some reason I thought Peter was the last quest battle, like, that, for that quest. And I think after this battle I get the Quagmire alternate that I like. King of the Hill. Yeah. Sometimes I stop on the dialogue screen because I can't read it because it's really small, but sometimes I can, so I don't know. Don't ask me. Maybe I'm just saving face. I can't English. Yeah, so I forgot if I applied land vehicle to Meg. I don't think I did. Although, oh yeah, I did. It's the it's the menstrual cycle from that one episode where Stewie didn't know what it was. Yeah. Oh, I just got that joke. The how it attacks back if it gets hit, and that's yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get that. I get why it has that ability. I'm surprised I didn't clue into it sooner. Yeah. So, I know a lot about the American Dad and the Family Guy characters, like the episodes and stuff, so I can reference what a lot of these things are, but I don't know that much about King of the Hill or Bob's Burgers or Futurama. So I don't really get references in that, but I'm good with everything else. And yeah, I could have chosen, like, the two characters I would have definitely chosen at the beginning would have been either Brian or Roger, but I chose Brian because I think I watched Family Guy first before American Dad. So yeah. Yeah, I like all these shows a lot. I'm looking at how loud the audio is through the mic, and it barely even gets up there. It doesn't even get to the red. It doesn't even get to, oh, I get the shop card thing. Okay. crap, I missed the Hank playing with himself joke. But yeah, so, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm so good at this. So what's been going on with you guys lately? Not much. Like, for me, not really much. I've been going to school, Same drama at school as there always is. Someone got together with someone, then they broke up for the 5th time. It's like, whatever, drama ain't for me. Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of drama. But hey, what you gonna do? It's high school. It's probably gonna have, and I have a Congregate account from Contest of Champions. I think that's what I got the Congregate account from, but I didn't bother actually doing it. And does this seriously do the restriction on how much you can play for a while? Because that's just stupid. I'd rather play infinitely, because like it's a card game. It's not really repetitive because the decks are random. And also, like, I wonder what the difficulty spike's gonna be in this game. I don't really know like how difficult this game can get, because as you can see, first level, the guy starts out with 7 health. I have over triple his health from the beginning, so yeah. I almost have quadruple his health if I had 1 more HP. But I don't, so we're just gonna have to make do with 27 instead of 28. Yeah, okay, I think it's after this battle that I get the Quagmire skin, and I keep referencing it, and it's, in retrospective, it's probably not as funny as I think it is, but I like it at the moment, so deal with it. But yeah, I always notice that these videos on new mobile games always do really well, so yeah. And this game is pretty cool, so I might continue doing it. Not yet. So the first sibling rivalry, it's talking about how Bertram and Stewie, like, Bertram is one of the, one of the possible babies Peter could have, but then he gets, somehow he gets born. And Bertram hates Stewie, basically. They had an whole episode where Stewie and Brian created the Big Bang, and then Bertram tried to erase the Big Bang and all that kind of stuff. But then Stewie and Brian fixed it all. In one of their many adventures. Oh, I need a Stewie card. But yeah, sibling rivalry between Bertram and Stewie. Yeah, here's my Quagmire skin. Quagmire plus drugs equals... One sec. Let me time it right. Okay, Quagmire plus drugs equals... Quagmire plus drugs equals... Internet porn Quagmire. I love that episode. So Quagmire, in that episode, Quagmire didn't know that internet porn was a thing. So Peter and Joe mention it, and Quagmire doesn't know what it is. So they tell him about it, and then later in the episode, they say something about they haven't seen Quagmire in a few days, and then Quagmire comes out of his house for once, and then someone said, "Oh, there's the paintball with guns." I love that card. Anyways, so someone says they haven't seen Quagmire in a while, and then for some reason he comes out, and they asked him a question, and he said something about over there, and he stuck out his arm, and that is super buff, and I don't know if you guys get that. Well, you guys should get that joke. I mean, if you're playing this game, I mean, it's in Family Guy, and you should be probably the right age group to get this joke. Otherwise, then why are you watching Family Guy? It's filled with these kind of jokes. But yeah, so if you don't get it, then ask someone in the comments. I'm sure they'll love to explain it to you. But yeah. So costumes. So I'd gather that the costumes and school cards are just general. They can apply to they can apply to characters from any of the series, but I've only got Family Guy, so I can end up putting Meg in a sexy cat costume, or I can put Lois in a cheerleader outfit, or ninth grade Chris, or wait, is school Lois cheerleader, or does Lois even have a combination with sports, or what? I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, so I guess the sports, music, school, and some other fourth thing are not like series specific, so like characters from anything can use it. And yeah, I keep forgetting that it's 5 different cartoons. I keep forgetting one of the cartoons. Usually it ends up being Futurama, but yeah, I need to watch that show. I heard it's pretty good. And I think it's on recommended if you like Family Guy or something, so I might have to check it out. Drugs, let's apply it to Chris. You know, because Drugs and Chris. Why didn't they do that episode where, like, Peter and them become drug dealers? I'll never know this. But yeah, so the video's nearing the end, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, once I see the end on the scrolling bar, I'll mention it. Okay, guys. So, if you liked this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay. Make sure I didn't do another battle, but I guess logically I couldn't have with the time. Okay. See you guys later.